Hey, what's going on, guys? So, in effort to go faster instead of slower, as the title insists, I am going to change my intake again. To try something else, because obviously the last setup kind of failed. So, obviously I still have the big hole in the hood. There's no way of coming back from that. So, we're going to just improve on it, and I'm just going to run without a hood again. I have inspiration from a picture I just saw that GPI posted. I'll set it here. Basically, I'm going to try and replicate that, which means, obviously, we're going to use this coupler. We're going to take off this front shield and probably unbolt my latch when the time comes to use it at the track. But hopefully I can get away with not having to cut the front tie bar, because I am completely avoiding that. So even if I have to make it just run right here, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not cutting the tie bar, because as much as I love the NA stuff, I don't know what the future holds with this car, and if I go boosted eventually with a different engine setup combo, I don't really care to have a hole cut in my tie bar. So, and not have a hood latch, because those are two very important things to me. So with that out of the way, I'm going to see what I can do, but let's get started. So from what I measured there as a safe amount is 13 inches, which is exactly on this line here. So I'm going to cut right on this line, and once we get this straight piece of tubing off, I will show you guys what I come up with. Well, that isn't exactly what I was anticipating, but at the same time, that's basically what I wanted to run. That also costs like $700. So I have this as a backup plan, because the tube I just cut did not want to fit on this straight, which is kind of the biggest thing of how I wanted this whole thing to go. So it might fit above the hood. No. Alright, so now we got that tray out of the way, I'm going to refit this tube and see what it looks like. And should be a ton of space in there now, so I can just easily just make it fit. So well, guys, there's the other style that I thought would work as well. That's very straight, and it sits right on top of the tie bar, so definitely fits both my criterias there. The only issue is, guys, the velocity stack again is kind of divided by the top piece of the bumper there. So overall, I think the other intake is going to be a little better, but I got to go take my friend Bryce's wheels back, and then later tonight I'm going to slow wrap the bead locks on the rear, and I'm actually going to go test these two intakes to see which one's actually worth my time, because I think both of them are going to be an improvement over the little velocity stat cut there. But I'm first going to run with this one and see what it does, and then switch to the one where the tube is out here farther more, and we'll go from there. But yeah guys, I will see you when it's dark out. Maybe I won't hit it in second, but I'll roll into it in third and just let it eat and see what it does.
Faster than the other one for sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't see much more than that.
That was only 80 mile an hour though.
Right.
But that pulled through second fast. Ready? Alrighty guys, welcome back to data time. So I'm going to get the two runs pulled up beside each other here and compare them, and then compare the better one of those two to my best pass, because again, if I'm not trying to go faster, what else am I going to compare it to? So let me look through this and show you guys some interesting data, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so looking at the data here real quick, at 80 mile an hour both on intake 1 and intake 2 in second gear, would that be third? No, second gear, 80 mile an hour, cylinder air mass on intake 2, which was the one I thought was faster, was 1.113 grams, I'm pretty sure is what that is, if not gallons. Don't quote me, I apologize. And then actually on intake 1, same mile an hour, same exact RPM within 50, it shows 1.125. So it is actually a little bit better intake 1 with it being straight out versus kind of angled up. I think I hit a little bit faster at on intake 2. Well, I hit about the same speed on intake 1 and intake 2. I did not get a 60 to 130. Roads were too crowded, and I did not want to, or the track was too crowded, and I did not want to risk something happening. I didn't want to, run into the back of somebody or, anything like that. So, hope you guys can understand that. Should be going back to the track here shortly, though. So, when we get to that point, we'll get some true data. So the cylinder air mass on intake 1, which I thought would be the slower one, was 1.129 at 116. And at the same RPM, same gear, same everything, at 116 again on intake 2 was 1.169. So, I mean, a gain is a gain. That's pretty significant. KPA still only shows 98, but I feel like if I were to rev it out all the way like I did on the 1038 pass, I would be higher than that. So I'm going to relate it to, actually, there's going to be 4 data logs I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at the other intake that I said made my car slower, and then I'm also going to look at my best pass. So let me log those two up. All right, guys, so on the new intake, the new slow intake, My cylinder air mass was 1.111, so significantly lower than the other intake I just tested, and slower than the other intake as well. So both intakes today were better than what I had before. Now, going to look at the full enchilada here, the big guy, the 1030 pass. I have a feeling it's going to be more. I have just weird feeling. Ooh, I don't know. So my KPA was 101. Oh yeah, no. Wait. Yeah. Interesting. So guys, actually my first intake, the one I did the 1038 on, it still is the best when it comes to cylinder air mass and KPA. The intake I just tested that I thought was stupid fast actually is 2 kPa down from this one at 116. Same RPM, obviously. Again, KPA is 98, and then KPA on the other one was 100. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Cylinder air mass was, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right there. Yeah, at one point it shows 1.25. So it's almost another tenth higher than the slower intake, but within 50 thousandths of the other one. So still, the $38 Amazon coupler is the fastest intake I have tested to date. Just some interesting data. So you guys know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go buy that coupler again off Amazon and see it here tomorrow. And we'll go from there. But I don't know if this is going to be the end, because I'm trying to get a shear lid that's not paying full price for it. So besides that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed some more data and some more testing, because my one goal is to go faster. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.